So South Africa then off to a good start, and I wonder how reigning Dubai champions Samoa will get on against Russia. Russia have never defeated Samoa in the HSBC Sevens World Series, but they're not to be discounted at all these days. Russia quickly becoming a powerhouse in World Sevens. Let's have a look then at the reigning champions Samoa. They're led this year by Rupena Lavasa, some familiar names in Selesele, Sifa Amatala as well, and Alessi Tupou, the number 7. A new coach this season is Viliami Punivalu, and interestingly enough, he's selected 6 dedicated forwards and 6 backs as well. I wonder whether that's an indication of how he intends to play this game for Russia. Well, there are 4 debutants in Dmitry Gritsenko weighing 12. He gets his first start, and the 2 most experienced players are Ivan Kotov and Vladimir Ostrushko. So here come the teams. It's just turned 9 o'clock in the morning here at the Sevens. Bright sunshine greeting the players. Samoa in their familiar blue and white shirts. Here they are, and they had a stern warning from the chairman of the Samoan Rugby Union before leaving for Dubai. It's more than enjoyment. You have to perform and retain your crown. This is Federico Anselmi, very experienced referee on the Sevens circuit. And speaking of experience, I'm joined by former Watsonians, Scotland and British Lions centre, 3/4 Scott Hastings. Scott, first day of competition here at the Dubai Sevens. South Africa off to a good start, and Samoa will also be looking to lay down a marker, I should fancy.
Yeah, thank you, Win, and welcome to all the viewers from throughout the world. Fantastic conditions, of course, here in Dubai. The pitch is held up well. Yesterday was the second playing of the IRB Women's Sevens Series. More of that later on today, but always good to get off to a positive start, get a good lung buster under your belt, get a good win under your belt in both Samoa and Russia. What a great tie this has, and anticipation.
Russia then taking on reigning Dubai champions, and I suppose if you are to take on Samoa at any stage in the competition, it's best to play them early on the first day before they get accustomed and familiarise themselves with the conditions here.
Yeah, it was interesting watching all the warm-ups of the teams here. You know, the first game 8:40 local time, so you know a lot of these players have been up since 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock this morning, preparing for this particular early morning tie. So a lot of pressure on the physicality and of course the mentality of the players as well.
It's fine. It's fine. Yep.
5 of the players wearing the Russian colours this morning are from the Kuban Krasnodar club. Power base in Russian rugby, not too far from the Black Sea. Samoa have it through Sani Nui from the Vailele club. And here's the opening chance then for the Islanders. That's Tulolo. That's too simple for the Samoan number 10, but the work had been done inside, sucking in the Russian defenders, creating space for Tulolo. He had a bit of work to do when he received the ball in hand, but good work from the Islanders.
Just individual skill. Look at this, stepping off his left foot, bang, there he goes, under the sticks he goes. And when you break a line on an angle like that, it's very difficult to make a positive tackle because you're using a fleeing arm to make the tackle rather than setting with the shoulder. So a good angle of attack there for Samoa opens up their account here in the Sevens.
And the conversion is good, and Samoa, the reigning champions here at Dubai, they lead Russia by 7 points to 0. They wrestled the crown from England 12 months ago. England were looking for a hat-trick of wins in Dubai, but it was Samoa that defeated New Zealand to win the coveted Dubai Cup. So 7-0, Samoa lead. A minute and a half into their opening match. Sani Nui again causing problems. And keep an eye out for that big man Levy, Sifa Amatala. He can do some damage, and Samoa on the roll here. Nui looking to take the quick one. Got the width of the field here onto Ali Tupo. Back onto the narrow side, again asking questions of the Russian defence. Not the best of passes. Finding the big man over on the left here, that's Sele. He's well marshalled, though he's done well to keep the ball in play. Tackled there by Eduard Filatov. Tupo again into midfield, and this is the captain, Rupena Levasa. In the shadow of the Russian post. Tupo, he's got a man out wide. Good tackling again, good defensive work by Russia, and that's denied the Samoans a second try.
Yeah, Dmitry Grisenko in with the tackle there that denied that overlap pass. Look at this. The Russian there, wearing the number 12 jersey, just dislodged the ball there as Tupo was trying to get away down that blind side. Excellent play there actually from Samoa right from the kickoff. They retained the possession, they got the penalty, they got up to the Russian 22, and despite that last tackle by Russia, it looked as though Samoa were going to go over in the far corner there.
So midway through the first half, just the one score, and the Russian forwards under pressure again, and Samoa have stolen it within 5 metres of the Russian try line. Russia just can't get into the game at the moment.
I must say, when looking at the Samoans, I'm looking at the fitness of them. They're looking sharp, they're looking really good. You know, looking back in June there, that I know there's a number of players that are missing from the Rugby World Cup, but it just looked, they were lacking their fire.
It's Keep Rugby Clean Day here at the opening day of the Dubai Sevens. And Russia, well, they're failing to keep their line clean as Sani Nue goes over for the Islanders' second try.
Well, we saw in the previous tie when that Chris Dry scored a tap and go try that looked pretty simple. What about this for a Sevens try? The wrap around the scrum, and it was open prairie there. And just the simples try for Sani Nui.
It's about piling on the points, isn't it, on the opening day of competition, because that determines where you play on the second day, and points difference can make all the difference between qualifying and not qualifying. Tupo from the Vayala club, out wide on the right, a difficult kick, and just sees it drift wide of the uprights, but Samoa have a firm grip on this match. They lead Russia by 12 points to 0. Unless we think that the Russians are a pushover, there are some half a dozen players here who played in the World Club Sevens in London back in August, and 3 or 4 were in the Russian lineup at their own event. Of course, they hosted the Rugby World Cup Sevens in Moscow at the Kuznetsy Stadium back in June. The weather here in Dubai is very much as it was in Moscow, in the capital, back in the early days of June. Now then, a breakaway here from the Russian number 5, Ramil Gaysin. The bounce is not kind though, but it could still be on for Russia here on the Samoan 22, Ostrushko. He's got plenty of experience, 18 tournaments to his name, 57 tries as well. And the best they'll get is a penalty from Federico Anselmi, quickly taken by Filatov. There are men out wide, and Russia looking to strike back, but their last pass was forward.
Yeah, it was the shape of the pass here, but you'll see that on this replay, very much a forward pass. That's the fact there was an opportunity, I felt, for Lazarenko just to run through that gap. You notice that Samoa flew up in the defence, and it's often tempting to put that overhead pass, but the same token, there's a gap there, you've got to take him.
It's about margins, isn't it? The narrowest of margins in the Sevens code. 12 to 0. Clock runs down to half-time. Russia looking to put pressure on the Samoan try line. Tupo was back there.
Yeah, Tupo was really sharp here, under a little bit of pressure from Ramil Gaysin. Russia with a real opportunity here with the final whistle. Can they get over? Watch Ostrushko. He might try and have a go at the line here, the centre for Russia.
This will be the last bit of action then of the first half, and Samoa pushing before the ball was in, and a chance, and surely Ostrushko will take it. Yes, he does.
Well, he must have been listening to me, because Ostrushko, there was only one way he was going. Interesting enough, actually, Russia playing him in the centre normally plays out on the wing, but you knew the minute the ball was tapped and gone from the free kick, that Strushko had the power to go through the middle. Good play by the Russians just to get themselves back in the tie.
Wicked sidestep there from the try scorer, Vladimir Strushko. And that's a valuable score for Russia. The conversion is good, and they're back into this match. They trail Samar by 12-7 as we reprise the conversion attempt. So Russia, having soaked up all the pressure in the early minutes of the first half, have claimed one score back, and it's 12-7 to the Dubai champions. This is Alexander Alexinko.
Если тебе тяжело выводить, поставь Эдика под схват.
Они толкают, ты понимаешь, мяч вылетает, и у меня...
Судья, подойди, скажи.
Раньше времени, да, раньше времени. Еще раз говорю, Владик, пониже, в схватках пониже. И быстрее мяч.
Смотрите, они быстрее.
Alexander Alexinko is the coach of the Kuban Krasnodar. Whereas most of the Russian Sevens players were based in Moscow with the Podmoskvia club. The balance of power seems to have shifted out to Kuban Krasnodar.
And commentating yesterday win on the ladies tournament, it was Russia who looked very, very sharp. They've got a quarter-final coming up today against the United States in the women's competition. Pavel Baranovsky, who was coach of the Russian team a couple of years ago, he's now coaching the ladies team, and they're really trying to grow the strength of the sevens game within the Russian country.
Here we go then with the second half. Samoa lead Russia by 12-7, and we should mention in passing that Russia are the invitational side here in the tournament, whereas all the other teams enjoy core status, and this is what this man will be hoping for when we get to Hong Kong in March of next year, that Russia can become one of the core sides. One side this year will be relegated, so there will not be an opportunity for a requalification as such. Samar looking for the first score of the second half, looking for the breakthrough, and finding his Tulolo, and he's over for his second try. And what a good score that was from the Samoan number 10 from the Marist club.
Well, Vladislav Lazarenko won't enjoy watching this replay. It is such a microcosm of the 15s game. Suddenly you're under that magnification. You have to make your tackles. And when you got a runner like Tulolo coming off his right peg, staying strong, look at that athleticism. Just tremendous. And this is what happens when you're playing against some of the greatest athletes in seven-a-side rugby in the world.
The conversion is good. Samoa lead by 19-7. And a little word there about that little hitch kick, which is used to good effect by any number of players, just to stand up the defenders for that split second. And Lazarenko was hoodwinked on that occasion. So Russia have it all to do, but Samoa have possession. Tupou spreads it out to the captain, Lavasa. In goes the two-try scorer, Tulolo. Made his IRB debut on the Gold Coast 12 months ago. Let's see what this guy can do. This is Fa'alaminga Selesele from the Moata club. Again, just taking the ball up to the Russian defence, and Tulolo could be in for a hat-trick here in at the corner. Well-worked score for Samoa, the build-up and the brilliant execution of Tulolo. He claims his third try, and Samoa home and dry here.
Well, Win, it's all about using the space on this occasion. Yes, we all know about the physicality of the Samoan team, and whilst there was a good fend that came in from Tulolo, the simple fact is that they spread the defence that allows them to get down the outside channels. And Samoa well in charge, and I must say, looking absolutely superb. And talking about superb, what about that touchline conversion there from Alatasi Tupou? Fantastic conversion to stretch out that lead to Samoa, 26-7 over Russia.
Tupou, full-back in 15s, converted to a scrum half in 7s. And he's taking over the mantle of the man who's certainly enjoying legendary status in Samoan 7s rugby, Walemai. Tupou, the high hanging kick at the restart, and again Samoa are there in numbers and claim the restart through Leo Lolo. Tulolo with the reverse pass. Not the best of passes, but the impetus, the momentum again is with Samoa. Fa'ale So'oyalo wearing 2.
Again, watch the width that Samoa are playing now. They're going to bring it round down to the near touchline here. So this is excellent 7s play, stretching that Russian defence.
Yeah, and we could see that Tulolo had asked for the ball, but he might not get it here. This is Leo Lolo midway through the second half, and Russia somehow managed to claim possession. Tupou with the interception, and it's a stroll in for the Samoan number 7, the alert Alatasi Tupou, and that's a 5th try for Samoa. Too simple, really.
Yeah, almost, well, this is what you do, or don't do, I should suggest, on the training field. You know, dare I say it, I've probably done 1 or 2 of those in my career, but Grinsenko there, a simple 2-and-1. It's all about the execution at the highest level. And when you don't make it, the alertness there of Tupou was certainly evident.
So a terrific conversion from Tupou. He makes it look so easy, and it's not easy for a right-footed kicker from this side of the park, but Alatasi Tupou, easily recognisable these days with that shock of hair.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, actually. I wonder if we could purchase them out in the retail store out the back there for the party wear and dress that's going to be on show today here within the main arena. Of course, the 7s crowds, they're famed for coming out in that fancy dress.
33 points to 7. As the clock ducks under the 2-minute mark, and Russia have hardly had their hands on the ball. Hint of a forward pass. Take out by Mikhail Kudinov. One of 4 newcomers to the Russian side. That's Gudok, another one. And he's broken through. Alexander Gudok showing good skills there, the man from the Podvoskia club, making his debut in the HSBC 7s World Series and catching the eye. That's Alexander Gudok, his very first try in his World Series career, and it's added a little respectability to the scoreline.
Yeah, Gudok got the fend in there. Look at that, has the strength. There was a 2-and-1 on the outside, but decided to back himself. It was Lolo that maybe missed the tackle there.
Not the best of kicks. 2 tries then for Russia, but they've been undone by the talents of Tulolo. Brilliant restart for Samoa, claimed by Leo Lolo. And that's another lesson for the Russians. You need to reclaim your restarts, and keep an eye out for this guy, Misyoka Timoteo. Coach Punivalu, he wanted somebody to assume the role of former 7s players Ofisa Treverenes and Alafoti Fawasi Liva, and he certainly found it in Misyoka Timoteo, a young man from Vayala. 7s club champions in Samoa, and the hooter goes, and it's a comprehensive win for the reigning Dubai champions Samoa. Looking good on the opening day of competition here in Dubai. We've not always been able to say that, but the Islanders are off to a solid start. They defeated Russia by 33 points to 12. So a quick look at the match facts here. The tackles missed, well, 4 were missed by Russia, and we saw the result of that. Tries coming for Samoa. Passes completed, Samoa completing the passes and getting the reward as well.
Well, Samoa captain Ropena Lavasa. Ropena, the title defence starts here. Happy with that?
Yeah. I know it's not an easy task for us to defend our title from last year. So we have to put our 100% effort to defend this one.
Yeah, that was the so-called easy one. You've got Argentina and South Africa to come. What's the focus been under your new coach, Viliamu Punivalu?
I think all we have to do is to play as a team, play together as a team. Even our coach is new, so for us we have to work together to defend this title.
Thanks, Ropena.
Yeah, thank you.